Guess what? In this video, we are going to learn everything about gas fee. Why does it exist? Why is it so high? Everything in this video. But for this video to explain everything, I need a complicated device. I mean, it's a really complicated topic. I need a thought transmittive device, a device that I can transmit my thoughts to you. Let me bring it up. Just give me a second. Let me bring it up. This is it. This is my thoughts transmission device. We'll use it. Yeah, some muggles call it blackboard. This is our blackboard, our white colored blackboard. Yeah, this is what we'll use. Let me set it up and I'll be right back. Alright, so we are ready. We have got our thoughts transmission device over here. So first of all, how does a blockchain work? Like what really happens in that blockchain world? What are miners doing? Quick answer, blockchain is nothing. Basically, everybody is running some computer program and these computer programs are provided by you, me, us. So if, for example, even if I have to like make a Bitcoin transaction, I have to send some Bitcoin to somebody else, that is a computer program. That computer program actually is executed, is actually run on some third-party computer. This computer is something that you do not own, you do not control. It's just somewhere out there, somebody else is doing all of it. So this is what happens in the blockchain world. So what does a computer program look like? I mean, this is important because this is the core reason we'll understand. This is why the gas was required. So computer program is something like this. It's just a sequence of instructions. So for example, when I send Bitcoin to somebody, the first instruction could be check if the sender actually has this much balance, like if the sender has sufficient balance. So this could be instruction number 1. Second instruction could be, does this sender have the permission to send these Bitcoins? So this could be third check. Then the second check. The third instruction could be, okay, finally these two checks are done. Transfer the Bitcoins from sender to the recipient. This would be the third step. So by default, computer programs run sequentially. Like they'll do one instruction, then move to the second instruction, then move to the third instruction, and it's all fine and dandy over there. But what if? Now put yourself in the position of the miner, in the position of somebody who is running somebody else's program. This is fine. This is a good program. It starts over here. It stops over here, it's fine. Once this program stops, you move on to the next program and so on and so forth. Over time, all the programs in the blockchain world are executed. But what if you try to run a program that looks very similar to this, but not like this? What if somebody writes a program by mistake, knowingly or unknowingly? We'll give them a benefit of doubt. Knowingly, what if they write a computer program that does one instruction, then second instruction, and then back to first instruction? What will happen now? You will be stuck in a loop forever. This program will never end. Your computer will be running the entire world's computer will be running just one program forever. Damn! This program will never end, and you cannot know if there is an infinite loop in a program unless you run it. It's a tricky situation. It's a tricky situation. So what do we do? So when Satoshi Nakamoto, the OG chap, when he, she or they were trying to think of this problem, they were like, what do we do? What do we do? But trust me when I say they were lazy. They were very lazy because what did they do is they totally removed the concept of loops. They were like, we don't know how to solve this. Let's just not allow programs like this. Let's just not allow programs that has loops. When one instruction could pinpoint to some other instruction, let's just remove these programs totally. This was okay. Bitcoin was there, but then there were limitations on Bitcoin because the only thing you could do with Bitcoin was more or less send and receive Bitcoins. That's it. Nothing else was possible. Nothing else was possible because this loop was not there, and loop is very important in any computer programs. So this was the limitation of Bitcoin. Then a new chap came into the picture. This new chap was not lazy. He was very smart, not lazy. He was vital like Buterin. He took this problem on its head. He was like, how do I make this loop possible? I want people to write loops so that more applications could be built on top of blockchains. Otherwise, blockchain would be very limiting. He wanted loops to exist and he got to work. He was like, we have to make sure loops should exist. But the problem was, you have to make sure the programs end. Even if there's an infinite loop, you must make sure the program must end and move on to the next computer program. This was the problem. And the solution he came up with was gas. So what he did was this. Now, do you want to see some magic? So what he did was, he said, I'll put a theoretical cost to all the kind of instructions that you could give to these computers. So some instructions were very light. They were like, hey, check if 2 is greater than 3 or not. Some things are very, very light. So these were small instructions. Some instructions were very big. Check if this person has enough balance to send, like this big. They were big instructions. Some instructions were like medium sized. Okay, everything is fine, just make this transaction happen. Medium sized. So there were different sizes of instructions. And different sizes of instructions means this instruction would take less computation power to execute. This instruction would take big computation power to execute. So he associated a cost with it. So this instruction has some cost. It could be some number, just 1. This instruction has some cost, 2. This instruction has some cost, 3. They are just cost. Now he said, whenever you ask a random miner in the world to execute your computer program, you have to send them the computer program as well as some money. And this money should be enough to execute a computer program. So now the thing is, and this is the breakthrough. Vitalik said, computer program will end no matter what. Either the computer program will end or the money that was sent will deplete. So now suppose in this example, this goes over here, this goes over here, and this goes over here. And the total money that was sent along with the computer program to run was suppose 20. Now in the first run, 1 is gone, 3 is gone, 2 is gone, but this is an infinite loop. This program will keep continuing on. So in every loop, 6 points are going. 6 points are going. So we know at around 4th loop, this program will say, I cannot run any further instructions because this balance has become 0 now. So in that case, even if there is an infinite loop, the program will terminate and move on to the next program. And the world will go on. This concept was important. Vitalik said, if you want to run your program, you send the program, but you also send some money. And each instruction has some cost associated with it. This money is gas fee. Now think of it like your car. You have car, so you have to go from point A to point B. So you'll put enough gas in your car to reach from point A to point B. But if you run out of gas in between, you cannot reach point B. But regardless, your journey will be over. Your journey will be terminated. So this was the point. That's why it is called gas. It's like putting gas in your car. You put gas in your car, which is your computer program. You send a computer program. You send some gas. Either the computer program will terminate and the rest of the gas will be refunded back to you, or the program will keep going on until your gas is depleted. And in which case, again, the program will be terminated and will move on. So this is why gas existed, the history of gas. Now, the thing is, gas was not always an issue. Gas was very minuscule. But these days, to do anything, to make a DeFi transaction, decentralized finance transaction, you have to spend $400, $500 just for one transaction, just a single transaction. To put a NFT on sale or to buy an NFT, to mint an NFT, you have to spend up to $2,000.
Say what?
$2,000 just to make one transaction. Why is gas free? Gas free? I wish gas was free. Why is gas fee going through the roof? Why? But what is happening? What has changed? What has changed is, given enough time, computer programmers have learned to to develop more complicated, sophisticated computer programs that run on Ethereum. Ethereum is a totally decentralized computer. It's a world computer. Now, to do simple things like this, check balance, transfer balance, these are small stuff. You do not need to pay too much gas. No, nothing. But if you want to do like lending, if you want to lend some tokens to somebody else, if you want to put complicated checks, hey, if something like this happens, do this thing. These are like big things. These instructions are heavy instructions. These are bulky instructions. And there are many bulky instructions, which makes up these computer programs, which are phenomenal. You do not need anybody in between to run these computer programs. But these are expensive. These have become expensive. To mint an NFT, you have to check so many things to make sure that an NFT is rare, is scarce, has not been minted before, there are no bugs, because a small bug in the code base could mean the NFT that you own today, which is worth $250,000, could be worth zero because of one silly bug. So they have to put in a lot of checks, and because of these lot of checks, lot of bulky instructions, the computer programs, the smart contracts on Ethereum blockchain have become bulky and lengthy. That's why there are many instructions that have to the miners have to execute. That's why the amount of gas required, the amount has increased. That is one. The amount of gas required has increased. But still, that is only one factor. The second factor is Ethereum itself has gone up in price. So for example, for this program, you would need suppose 24 gas. And suppose 1 unit of gas is equal to $1. That's fine. In total, you would be spending $24. It's fine. But suppose into the future, this 1 unit of gas becomes $2,000, which means Ethereum is going up. If this becomes, then this 24 becomes like crazy. This becomes $48,000. The amount of gas spent is still the same, but the value in dollar unit has gone up. So it's like you are having same cup of coffee with same ingredients in country 1 versus country B, country 2. In country 1, the same cup of coffee would be like $1, but in country 2, same cup of coffee could be $5, $6. So this is the problem. There are two factors contributing towards the rise of like the gas fees going through the roof. One, the programs have become sophisticated, are doing much complicated stuff. So therefore the instructions are bulkier, lengthier. And the second is the price of gas itself has gone up. This is why the gas is going through the roof. Okay, so now what is the solution to this? Let's also talk about it. The solution to high gas fee, there are a couple of them. One, suppose let's say Ethereum thinks about it and says, can we do something about it? The simplest solution is to reduce the amount of gas it takes to run instructions. So for example, if this was taking 1 gas unit, it could take 0.1 gas unit. Overall gas has gone down. That is one way, but it's a complicated way. There are so many moving pieces, because everybody, this is a big upgrade to Ethereum blockchain. This would be a very big upgrade. So this sounds great in theory, but very difficult to execute. Another solution, there are so many other blockchains, what we call layer 2 solutions like Solana, Polygon. They give you almost similar security, almost similar computers to run your computer program. Slightly smaller community, but almost zero gas fee. What these layer 2 solutions are, this is for the next video. But yes, we'll talk about all about layer 2 solutions in the next video. But for now, that's it. So what we have learned? We have learned the origin of gas fee. Gas fee was introduced to make sure you computer programmers could write all kind of computer programs, including the loops, which are the crazy ones, which Bitcoin cannot do. That's what also the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum is. If Bitcoin could do that, Ethereum would not exist. And why the gas fee is going through the roof? Because of two things: complicated programs and rise in price of Ethereum. Okay, so this was today's video. In next one, we'll do something more interesting. Okay, so now we have to do something very important, and it's so important like your life depends on it. I've just revived my YouTube journey. I started recording some videos back in the day. Then I left because I got involved with some projects. But I'm back at it again. If you like this kind of videos where I break down complicated stuff into simpler language and let everybody know, please like this video. Let YouTube know that this is an important video on the platform. Let everybody know so that YouTube could make it reach to more people. And if more people learns, everybody wins. Everybody wins. So yes, please like, share, subscribe if I have earned it. If I have not, no problem, no obligations. I still love you. Bye. Guess what? In this video, guess what? Let me wait. Guess what? This video is about gas fee. Everything. Where it all? Don't go. Wait. Just give me 5 seconds. I'm bringing it. Off tha. Mic was off. This is the beginning now. Okay. In this video